Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty Reviews. We're starting off today with this from Benefit. This is the Big Easy and it says bigger than a BB, but it gives coverage. It's a completely oil-free formula, so really good if you've got oily or combination skin, and it's got an SPF of 35, UVA and UVB protection. So let's see what this looks like on, shall we? I'm using shade 3. Which is light medium, and it's actually pretty fair, I have to say. So if you've got very fair skin, it'd be worth looking into this range, because normally a 3 would be a little bit deeper in colour than this. Now I have to say that this has got really good coverage, but it is completely matte. If you had very dry skin, you might find this texture a little bit uncomfortable. However, it's not really intended for dry skin. It's an oil-free formula, so that kind of gives you a clue as to how it's going to feel. It's very dry to the touch. In fact, it does say liquid to powder, and I'd say that's quite accurate. You can see it's doing quite a nice job there on under eye circles and bits of redness on the nose and around the nose. But I think you do definitely need some kind of moisturiser underneath. You wouldn't go straight in with this, I don't think, unless you've got exceptionally oily skin. But even then I'd want to have some kind of skin treatment underneath. Some nice serum or something. So yes, I like that. I didn't really like it the first couple of times I tried it, because I did feel that it was very dry, but now I've had a good read about it and found out that it is supposed to be liquid to powder. I think that it completely does what it says on the tin, and the coverage is really quite good. So well worth a look if you've got oily or combination skin. Go a little bit more carefully if you've got drier skin, because it might not be quite for you. Next thing on the list, this is the Kiss and Blush from YSL, and this came out a couple of weeks ago. I've got shade 8 here, and this is a velvety kind of matte finish lip and cheek colour. Now I find that lots of these multi-purpose lip and cheek things suit one better than they suit the other. But actually I think that YSL have done a very good job with this, in that it gives a nice kind of matte stain on the lips, and then it works really, really well on the cheeks as well. So I'll just pop a little bit of this on. So first of all, on the lips, you can see it gives this almost milkshakey kind of matte chalky finish, which I always think is very, very pretty in these pale shades. And then on the cheeks, you only need a little bit. Blend that in, and you've just got this really nice pale flush that's showing up there. Obviously you can build it up. So it's really, really easy just to create this flush of colour on the go. And if you don't want to cart around a load of tools with you and brushes and what have you, then this is really easy to use. There are loads of kind of gimmicky things coming out at the moment, and I think that this isn't one of them. It's actually a really useful addition to a makeup bag, so one to keep a look out for. They do loads and loads of different shades of that. And then finally on the agenda we have this gorgeous Bronze Goddess palette from Estee Lauder. They do their Bronze Goddess range every single year, every summer, and it's always completely gorgeous. But this is actually a very, very useful palette of neutral shades. I'm not going to use the brush that's in there because I have something of an aversion to those types of brushes. Let me just grab some of these. So here you've got 5 matte shades, and then you've got 3 glimmery shades over on this side, so you could create a nice base to your neutral eye using the matte shades, just sweeping that across. I'm about to do the quickest eye in the world. But you know, this is the kind of palette, it's a bit like the Naked palette, but I suppose a lot more grown up, in that it's just a little comprehensive selection of shades. But they just work really, really well to create that sizzling kind of summer look. And I'm going in with that medium metallic. Just got a nice warm tone to that. And then a little bit of the darker one mixed in. It's just really grown up. And as you know, I've got a bit of a thing for anything with animal print on. So just a spot of darker under the eyes. And you've got quite a nice quick little sultry eye there. I'm just going to plonk on some mascara. Oh, I really like that little Kiss and Blush shade on my lips, shade 8. It is a little bit drying on the lips, but no more than any of the other matte kind of multi-purpose ones. That is the problem with multi-purpose products. However, you could put a little bit of lip balm on underneath or over the top and it would do just fine, but my lips were quite dry before I started, so it's just not adding any moisture, I suppose. So I hope that you like that. All of these things get quite a nice tick. That's probably not something that I'd wear every single day, just because I don't have any particular, I've got combination skin, but I don't have any particular problem with oil. But I do think that it's very, very good, so it's brilliant for people with oily skin. And I love the Kiss and Blush, and the Bronze Goddess palette is one that I shall be using all the way through the summer. I mean, there's nothing particularly outlandish about any of those shades, but I do think that they're very useful, and if you don't have a neutrals palette already, or a kind of posh grown-up version of a neutrals palette, it's a good one to go for. So that's it for now. Make sure you like and subscribe and keep your suggestions coming, because I do listen, obviously, because ta-da! I'm popping them in. And I shall see you next time.